a try. Listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Maybe for once just give it a try. Listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you've asked me to do. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything's better than you. Catch you on the flip side, catch you on the flip side. So goodbye. Remember when you told me that I should take it slow, but I can't stay when the world is waiting. I'm too